The latest gaffe I saw in the newspapers or the internet was that the incidence of virginity is increasing. In other words, there are more virgins, or the numbers is getting higher and higher. And I'm just wondering, what's the purpose of this article? Whether they're trying to placate something or come with something new. I'm not sure what the game is. But there are several issues about virginity, and I see celebrities sometimes boast that they're virgins and so on. Now, the Bible did say that in the last days, children will be bringing forth children. And I recall in the 60s and 70s, when a 50-year-old, 60-year-old has a child, folks will say, see, the Bible is being fulfilled. Well, today, young girls are having babies at 8 years old. And so this, I think, is where it stands more of, children bringing forth children. In fact, if things continue, it seems as if a child will be born with periods, so that at birth, they'll be ready to have babies. And that would be the greatest outrage of all times. But again, when individuals now are seeing their having periods, and in other words, arriving at puberty at so early, 5, 6, 7. I mean, parents are working, or moms and dads are working. We have this pervasive society in which anything goes, and you can't do things that children may consider as abusive and so forth. There are a lot of things you can't do that you could have done in the past. So how on earth are you going to protect the virginity, boy or girl? They're young, they don't even have a clue what treasures they have, and they go on experimenting. I mean, is it that an act that only has sort of ejaculatory conclusions that you would say that virginity is gone? I mean, it's like any penetration seems. And lastly, virginity is something in the mind, because if a person has been raped, is that person a non-virgin? I mean, it has the connotation of chastity and purity and so on. And if somebody forcefully rapes somebody, then again, I mean, the perpetrator needs to be dealt with seriously. But, I mean, this person has been robbed of treasure, perhaps. And it's different. Now, celebrities talk about, oh, I'm a virgin and this and that or whatever. I think the concept of virginity, especially in the religious concept, I think it has to do with a lot more than just not having sex. It probably means no masturbating. It probably means no, in other words, there's a deprivation or deferred gratification in sexual pleasure. Watching porn or stimulating others, stuff like that. So I think that the virginity thing has been overblown. I don't think there's no increase of the incidence, except you're showing me that,